Hi, I'm Tom with the SPB production channel, and in this video I will show you how the polar tracking functionality works in Open CAD Studio. Polar tracking enables you to use polar angles like 90 degrees, 45 degrees, 30 degrees, etc. effectively, so then it's much easier to draft. Let me first show you, without the polar tracking turned on, if I wanted to create a rectangle from lines, I would fire up the line tool, I would click the first point, and then I would move my mouse and I would enter the distance. So I would enter, let's say 20, then I will hit tab and hit 0, so it will be horizontal, so 20 under the angle 0. Now I will move my mouse here, now I will type in tab 10, 90, so this is degree 90. Now this degree is 180, so I will type in 20, tab 180, hit enter. And now for the final part of the rectangle, I would type in 10, tab 90, hit enter, and then escape to escape creating lines. So this is how I could create the rectangle. But now, if I turn on polar tracking, it's this button here. If I start the line tool here and I create the first point, now if I move my mouse, you can see that it's automatically snapping to the 0 degree, then to the top to the 90 degree, then to the left that's 180, and then to the bottom that's 270. So if my mouse is in this position, the angle is locked, and you can see the locked angle because the vector that's going from this end to this end is active. So while I place my mouse here, I can just type in 20, hit enter, and the line was created horizontally. Now I can move my mouse this way and type in 10, hit enter, move my mouse here, type in 20, hit enter, move my mouse here, type in 10, hit enter. So you can see this is much more effective than typing in those typical angles manually. Now the polar tracking has settings, so if I click this drop down here, you can see I can set up the angle which will be always snapped to, and this will be multiplied by this. So if I select 30 degrees, each 30 degrees will be snapped to the angle. So if I start my drafting here, I will be snapping to angle 0, then to angle 30, then to angle 60, then to angle 90, and then to angle 120, 150, 180. So increments of 30 are these angles. So now it would be easy for me to create a square that is rotated 30 degrees because I could draft it like this with the sides of 10 and snapping to these angles. So these are the increment angle settings. You can see you have got these options here. Now if you want to snap to some atypical angle, like let's say for instance I want to snap to angle 13 because let's say my building is oriented in that way, I could add custom angles. So in the custom I would type in 13, hit enter. Now you can see there's 13 angle here, and this angle is again increment. So if I fire up the line tool, start here, it starts at the angle 0, then it snaps at 13, then it snaps at 26, 39, 52, etc., then 91, 104, etc. So you might also use this one, but I usually use these three, and most of the times I have just got this 90 degree increment turned on. So this is how you can create horizontal, vertical, or lines that are under certain angles very easily using the polar tracking function. Open CAD Studio is a free open source DWG authoring software. It's available on Windows, Mac OS and Linux. It's available to everybody. Just access the product page, which is linked in the description below, and download your installer, install it, and use it. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.